A Cleo disse. O celular da Rebeca Paixão tinha registro. Tá limpa. Fui atrás dela, mora com os...
Ver meu castelo sem guarda, sabe? É, eu vou ficar... Ei! O que foi? Tá me...
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to share with you guys this new couple that has been, you know, ongoing in this amazing telenovela from Brazil that I just recently came across with, and I just had to go ahead and go share it with you guys just in case any of you are not following the storyline between, in this case, Vivian and Lola that is currently developing, because let me tell you, I am 100 trillion percent enjoying every single episode, and let me tell you, it's very good. But before we get into further details and actually, you know, give my first part review regarding everything that's been going on, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you guys are also watching the telenovela, let me know your thoughts on it. So let's get right into it and not waste any more time. So the soap opera basically follows young Sophia, who is facing challenging journey after seeing her mother wrongly imprisoned because of her cousin Lola. Without direction, she is taken in by the loving, passionate family led by Medvedev Eliva, who is dealing with, you know, the passing of their daughter because of the crime that Lola was, you know, involved with, because she is, you know, covering up the doctor, so actually ends up doing that. And once Lola's husband actually ends up finding out that she was involved, you know, in this whole situation, you know, she actually ends up, you know, eliminating her husband during an altercation that they were having. And a lot of people were like, so how does Vivian come in the picture? So basically Vivian, you know, she's an ex-police officer that later on actually ends up becoming, in this case, Lola's right hand when it comes to, you know, her business and also like her protector, her security. But before that, you know, in this case, Vivian, she was actually working with Lola's husband. You know, they were colleagues at the police department. So when, in this case, Lola's husband actually ends up passing away, you know, Vivian started to investigate the case that, you know, Lola's husband left behind when it comes to the disappearance of this, you know, not a disappearance, but I would say like when it comes to the case of the girl actually ends up, you know, being leading into the hospital because of a surgery that went wrong. And that's how, you know, Vivian and Lola actually ends up coming together by, you know, Vivian investigating Lola because they really thought that, you know, Lola had something to do with it. And yes, she does. She wasn't the one who had committed the crime, but she was the one that, you know, covered up and helped the doctors get away with it. So basically Vivian, she actually ends up, you know, in this case, leaving the police department once she realized that she will never win the system, that she will never be able to solve this case, because the people that she was investigating, you know, with Lola, you know, to basically determine what really happened to the girl was, you know, basically stopped by a very powerful doctor who said, whatever you're trying to do, you will not be able to take my son down. You know, I know so many people and a lot of people know me. So if you are looking for another job, I'm paying very well. I'm looking for security. So that's exactly what Vivian did. She left her work as a police officer. She ends up becoming security. And then later on, she'll become, you know, Lola's right hand. So now let's focus on Lola. So Lola, she's a woman. She was always determined to be successful, to have money, to be rich. She has a very different personality. She mistreats people. She's very rude, but she's also very loving towards her son. So it's a little bit of everything. And she is basically, you know, she actually ends up eliminating her cousin because she asked her cousin to take the blame for the passing of her husband, even though Lola was the one who eliminated her husband. And obviously, you know, Sophia's mother actually ends up, you know, taking the crime, and she actually ends up going to prison for it. But once, you know, in this case, Sophia's mother wanted to come clean, you know, and say that she wasn't the one to blame for the crime, that it was actually Lola who eliminated her husband. Lola took matters into her own hands and actually ends up hiring someone in prison to eliminate, in this case, Sophia's mother. So as years go by, you can see that, you know, the truth finally came out to Sophia, because Sophia hates her aunt, in this case, who is Lola. She doesn't like her at all. So in this case, Sophia, you know, when she finds out the truth that Lola was the one who ordered, you know, the elimination of her mother, she actually ends up, you know, deciding to go on this route to investigate and just basically to take down Lola, because, you know, Lola is just a different type of person. She's mean, but she's also sincere, but she's also determined. It's just a whole lot going on with her. And so how does Lola and Vivian actually is, what is them? So basically Lola, she actually ends up marrying the doctor that was involved in the crime when it comes to the elimination and the operation that went wrong. So, you know, she actually ends up convincing him somewhere, somehow, and got into his family for them to be a couple. So that's exactly what happened to them. They actually end up getting married, but it's like an open marriage, open marriage. So yes, so Lola was like, hey, you can do whatever you want. I just need you to help me with my business. You know, I have this video. They can take you and your partner down. I'm also involved in it, so we have to be careful. So somewhere, somehow, one thing led to another, and they actually end up getting married. But the doctor always made it very clear that he will be never be faithful to Lola, even though Lola came to a point that she wanted their marriage to be close, and the doctor basically said, like, hey, like I like you, I like being with you. We all know why we got married, but you know, I will never just be with you. And obviously, you know, Lola also has her situations going on. She's romantically involved in this case with Vivian, and her husband also knows about it. But you can see that I don't know. I really don't know if Lola really likes Vivian. I feel like we will have to see a little bit more of episodes to see if that's actually the case, because Lola, you never know, she actually likes someone, or if she's just keeping them around for their convenience because she knows she needs them. And in this case, Vivian, I feel like Vivian really likes, you know, Lola, but I can also see like maybe a little of another side of Vivian coming out as the episodes progressed, because I feel like she's too submissive towards Lola. She accepts everything that Lola does. She's very like, if Lola says jump, she says how high. Like, I don't know, there's just something for me. I feel like, you know, we will still have to find out regarding Vivian. But so far, you know, they are lovers that work together. And we can also say that in this case, Vivian is Lola's right hand. You know, she takes care of everything for her when it comes to her business, her security, making sure everything is straight when it comes to everything that she does. You know, she's like her right hand lover and friend and everything at once. So there's just a whole lot going on. Now it's at the point where, you know, in this case, you know, Vivian is starting to have a little bit more of camera time, because I'm only on episode 8 right now. There's a whole lot of episodes that I still have to watch. So I will definitely be keeping you guys updated. But yes, there's a lot to be unveiled. Hopefully we can see a little bit more of Vivian and her story as well, or if she really is with Lola because she's actually in love with Lola, or is she undercover because years went by, you know, and she's still with Lola. So there's still a lot to be unveiled. In this case, Lola's will be starting to face a little bit more of challenges, because, you know, Sophia is in the picture and she wants revenge for everything that happened to her mother. And they also need to figure out, you know, the truth behind, you know, the passing of the girl who actually ended heart replacement, that actually ended up passing away because of the surgery that went wrong, because of the doctors and all of that. So I'm excited to see where everything is gonna go. But so far we can say that Lola and Vivian's storyline is looking very interesting, for real, for real. It really is looking interesting. I love the way they connect. The chemistry, you know, the intimate chemistry is amazing. You can just see like they really like being with each other intimate wise. But we'll have to see if it's gonna be a little bit more, you know, than just that, than just co-working and being lovers, you know. So yes, guys, once again, the telenovela, the soap opera is called Fatal Beauty, you know, in this case Fatal Beauty, and it's available to watch on HBO Max depending on your location. Yes, Beleza Fatal in Portuguese, Beleza Fatal in English, Fatal Beauty, one season available on HBO Max. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for all the love and all the support. I see you guys again at the next video, and good